Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do another installment of testing Amazon makeup, and today we are going to be reviewing Jacob and Ellie Hidden Gems palette. If you guys are new to my channel, this is a series that I do where I just go onto Amazon and pick random makeup to try, brands that I've never heard of. This particular brand, somebody did ask me to review it in my comment section, so I figured let's give it a shot. I did have this palette for quite some time, but it was out of stock on Amazon, so I didn't want to come on here and get you guys intrigued about it if you couldn't go out and purchase it, but it is back in stock, so we're gonna get into it. But before we do, if you are not subscribed, I hope you will consider subscribing before you go. It is completely free, just hit that button, and if you do like the video, please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to click the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. So let's go ahead and get into it. Their mission statement is to create uncompromising premium makeup for informed customers who demand the very best. They also claim to be cruelty-free. This particular palette is called the Hidden Gems palette. It retails for $10.57. This is what the unit carton looks like. It almost matches the look of the palette exactly, except some of these little graphic triangle thingies are a little bit different. It is a nice sleek look. They do offer 3 palette color variations on Amazon.com. All of them are $10.57. I have used this palette already. It is on my eyes today. It comes with the protective shield, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that for right now. No mirror, but that's not the end of the world for me, especially when you're getting 18 eyeshadows and you get a nice size pan for each shade. You get a nice mixture of matte and shimmers. Some of these shimmers I would consider more of a pearl, like this shade for right here. It's actually called Pearl. It doesn't have as much reflectiveness, if that makes sense. I will go ahead and swatch all of these for you in just a minute, but before I do, I really do want to say that this color story, I don't know what it was about it. It had me get so creative. I was just feeling inspired. I do think you can do like a nice neutral everyday type of a look, but there are just enough pops of color and they're not too crazy to where I think that almost anybody would love this palette. We have Pearl, Zircon, Quartz, Opal, Citrine, Aquamarine, Topaz, Amethyst, Ruby, Sterling, Carrot, and Sapphire. I obviously ran out of room on this arm for swatches, so I'll finish up with my other arm. But just quickly, I want to point out, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. This is that Opal shade. It's kind of like a matte slash pearl. Maybe I would just call it a satin, but it does have that duochromatic effect. It's really interesting. And this is the last row. This is Amber, Tanzanite, Garnet, Peridot, Emerald, and finally we have Onyx. It's like a very warm black, and it almost has a pink shift to it, like a little pink micro reflect sparkle. It's really pretty. For me, swatches on your arm or your hand, it's just not really telling of the way that the shadows are going to perform on your eyelid when they're applied with a brush and blended out. I always try to use a bunch of shades when I do these reviews so you can see what they look like on my eyes. So let's go ahead and bring you guys closer. For my highlight today, and I think it looks really pretty, I actually went ahead and combined these 2 shades, Pearl and Zircon, and I think that it looks really good. It didn't really emphasize texture, and I think that's because Pearl is much more of a pearl as opposed to a shimmer, but it still catches the light really nicely. On this outer V, I used the shades Amber and Tanzanite, and I did Amber was more so of that transition color, and Tanzanite was what I used to deepen the crease. These are both really nice mattes. They went on very buttery and blended very well. Where I did need to go back and soften things up, I put a very teeny tiny bit of topaz on my brush, and I would just circle it out, and it worked flawlessly. Then you'll see I kind of start this blue gradient thing on my lid going on. So I started off with sapphire on the outermost portion of my lid. I started using my finger because I think I've just gotten used to that type of application with lots of these shimmers coming out lately, and I didn't love that. I found it worked best using a packing brush or like a concealer type brush, something synthetic, getting the powder, the product onto the brush, and then spritzing it with some Fix Plus eye drops, just getting it wet. Then what I did was not all the way over, but just moving a little bit where I had sapphire already placed. I went in and I took sterling and I just applied it over it to soften it up. And then as I moved into the inner corner even more, I went ahead in with zircon again. And yes, I did wet my brush and use the same type of packing brush to do that, and it worked really well. In the innermost corner, I used pearl with just a teeny tiny brush. I 100% had to wet it to get it to give me the effect that I was looking for, and I did have to build it up. If you are wanting to pack a nice highlighted punch with the shade Pearl, you have to build it up. Then for my lower lash line, I went in with amber just really lightly with a big fluffy brush, and I was like, I want to try some more colors incorporated into the look. I did put sapphire up tight under my lashes, then moving from the outer corner in, if you could think of that connecting V, I had sapphire on the outermost part of my lower lash line. And then as I went inward, I picked up zircon and I kind of blended that in. Underneath all of that, I picked up this shade Opal right here. It has this pinky, peachy reflectiveness going on. It's a duochrome, but it's more matte than anything. It's definitely not a shimmer. Then I wanted to pull a little bit more pink when I realized that this had some of that duochromatic pink mixed in with the peach. So I grabbed a little bit of amethyst on my brush with a big fluffy brush, and I just really smoked out my lower lash line with that. In this 18 shade palette, I used 10 of the shades, so that's over half that I can definitely attest to telling you that they worked so gorgeously. I need to like get on thesaurus.com and come up with some more adjectives because apparently I'm running out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom back out. All right, so that is the swatches. As you guys can probably gather, I am a big fan of the palette. It is very unique. I would probably say it's one of the most unique palettes that I have for a color range and a color story overall. The price point is right, and it's Amazon Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, you're gonna get it in 2 days. I love Amazon Prime. What did we do before Amazon, you guys? Seriously, what did we do? So that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it, and if you did, I hope you'll give me a big thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing before you go. And of course, do not forget to turn on the notification bell. It's all right down here. I'll also be sure to link right here in the eyes my testing Amazon makeup playlist, so you can check out all those other videos if you did like this one and you haven't seen the rest. Also, if you guys ever have a palette or something you've seen on Amazon that you really are kind of intrigued about and you want to hear an opinion, a review, let a girl know in the comments down below because I am all about it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I seriously can't swatch to save my life. Oh, shh. Hey, I wanna dance with somebody with